Welcome back to the Nutrition Made Simple podcast. At Healthy Steps Nutrition, we believe something as fundamental as nutrition shouldn't be complicated, which is why we focus on a simple, habit-based approach when working with clients. I'm your host, Nicole Coyne, registered dietitian and founder of Healthy Steps Nutrition, CrossFit HSN, and HSN Mentoring. I'm also the author of the Healthy Kids Cookbook, 100% kid-approved recipes the entire family will love. You can find it on Amazon or just click the link in the show notes and you can find a copy there. In this podcast, we will be teaching you how to take one step at a time to become the healthiest version of yourself. Today, I am so excited to interview Karyne Lyon. She's a nutrition client at Graham Strength and Conditioning. After trying so many different diets and feeling stuck and not feeling comfortable in her skin, she was ready to make a change. In fact, she ended up going through emergency surgery and realized, I have to make a change. She didn't want to wait till it was too late. So she hired Nikki at Graham Strength and Conditioning to help her not only with fitness, but nutrition and accountability. And it was a game changer. With the support of her family, her friends, her CrossFit community at Graham Strength and Conditioning, and of course, her coach, she has lost over 65 pounds and counting and 12 pant sizes. 12. That is absolutely incredible. Imagine losing 12 pant sizes. How different will your life feel? Well, she is going to tell you all about it. She says, I am training for the marathon of my life now. I have goosebumps just thinking about her amazing story and how incredible her life is and how different her life is now that she's gone through this amazing transformation. We will get to this episode right after this message. Did you know that at Healthy Steps Nutrition, we've helped over 35,000 people around the world see incredible results through our HQ location, as well as nutrition coaches around the world that have implemented our program to create a customized plan with clients paired with accountability and support to help them change their lifestyle and reach long-term success. The thing is, you have to be motivated to make a change. If you are ready to invest your time, energy, and finances into becoming the healthiest version of yourself, we want to help you. Healthy Steps Nutrition coaches are ready to work with you to create a customized plan paired with accountability and support to create an amazing lifestyle. Click the link in the show notes to apply for nutrition coaching at our HQ location or to find a Healthy Steps Nutrition coach near you. All right, let's get to this episode with Karyne Lyon. Enjoy. Karyne Lyon, welcome to the Nutrition Made Simple podcast. I'm so excited to share your story today.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be here with you today.
You are with a gym owner that holds a special place in my heart. We went through our CrossFit level 2 together 5 years ago. It's expiring this year. And she and I got to know each other really well. And when she told me about your story, I was like, we have to get her on this podcast and share it. So let's backtrack to 2019. You take a step into a CrossFit gym for the first time.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. You want to talk about sore muscles? Man, oh man, I know all about them. Now, mind you, I joined the gym and I started off with going 3 days a week. And I joined during a nutrition challenge. And I was very overweight. Some people would say obese or definitely morbidly obese. At a point in my life when I was trying to do everything I thought I could, after going down the path of Weight Watchers and other methods of weight loss or weight control, not necessarily having an exercise regimen in place. And in doing that, you really realize how unfit you are when you go into a CrossFit gym and you start doing those types of workouts. So yeah, it was definitely a eye-opener for me for how unfit I was at that point in time in my life.
You know, I think that first step into a gym to ask for help when you're in that stage in your your life, you're morbidly obese. You're like, hey, I realize I need help and I can't do this alone. I've tried all these different diets and I need someone to be my guide to help me. What were you thinking when you went in there? Like, what was your thought? Like, why did you join the CrossFit gym? Why Nikki's gym?
Okay, so my son and my husband were already members at the gym,
Okay.
and they had what they call a fam jam session in November. And they on a Saturday morning, anybody you wanted to come to the gym was invited. And I went, and I learned all about walking lunges and
Oh man.
and bear crawling, and not being able to do a bear crawl. You see all these people in this competition going up and down a 50-yard dash doing a bear crawl. And I'm on my knees, but I did it, but I'm on my knees doing it. I tried my best, but the encouragement of the people that were there was astounding. Nobody was there to make fun of anybody. It was a really, really good environment to be in. And after doing that and then seeing Nikki again, she really encouraged me and said, you should just do it. You should just join. You should just come and get this process started. And my family also encouraged me to do that. And I took the leap and made the decision that I needed to make a change in my life, and haven't looked back since. I really haven't. So, yeah.
That's amazing. So you were in this place where like, I need some help, and you go to the CrossFit gym, you do this family workout, and then you're like, you know what? I need more. I need some support. I need a nutrition plan. I need a coach to help me every step of the way. Talk to me about, you do this nutrition challenge. What made you stick with nutrition coaching and fitness after? Because we know, so many people do challenges, right? Like challenges are great, kickstart, but the magic happens after the challenge is over, not during the challenge. Why did you stick with nutrition coaching after the challenge was over?
I could see a difference. I could see a difference in the way I felt. I could see a difference in the way I was, and my attitude towards other people. My intellect shot up. I'm already brilliant, but I was super brilliant. And I could really see a difference in my sleep habits. Everything just started going into the direction that I really wanted to be in, and I couldn't stop myself. Now, mind you, I was going 3 days a week at that point, and I was taking treats as I wanted them. So I was focusing on the nutrition, but I was more focused on making sure my meals were planned to a point where I had to instill the plating method, meaning a half of the plate was vegetables, and a quarter of the plate was protein, and a quarter of the plate was carbs. And that was the kind of habits that I was starting to learn at that point. But I hadn't been keeping that type of mentality. I didn't have those habits before, and learning about them, you get to understand, okay, well, yeah, it's making a difference in my life. And then after the challenge was over, I think the challenge lasted maybe 6 to 8 weeks. And after the challenge was over, I got second place out of the 8 or 9 people that were in the challenge with me. So that was pretty encouraging. And then about 2 months after that, I was at the gym, and I was able to hold on to the bar for more than 5 seconds. I actually held myself on a bar. And that was one of the things I've never been able to do fitness wise. In high school, I would hold onto a bar and immediately have to let go. There was no strength. There was no endurance. There was nothing. And no calluses then, got them now. But it was a neat experience. Now, mind you, at that point, I felt something pop in my stomach, and it wasn't a pain. It was just a pop. And 2 days later, I ended up having to go have emergency surgery on my colon. Well, long story short, I had a hole in my colon, and they had to put a colostomy on. And in order for me to have the colostomy reversed, I had to lose a certain amount of weight before they would do it. And I was not going to have a colostomy bag on my body for a long period of time. And the conversation I had with Nikki at that point was, her advice to me was that if I wanted to do it, I was going to have to start the nutrition program full on and exercise at least 5 times a week. And I started that in July of 2019. And I got my surgery reversed in December. And I got it reversed the way I wanted to have it reversed, which was robotically, which was the least invasive. And I was able to do it because of the support, the knowledge and expertise that I had from a nutrition coach and my CrossFit trainers, which are amazing as well. So, honestly, the life-changing experiences that I've had since I've started CrossFit, I can't imagine where I would be in my life, if I had a life at all, had I not been in this environment with this community, with these people.
I have goosebumps right now. That's pretty incredible. I mean, I can't think of a more motivating reason to change your whole lifestyle. And you also worked with a functional medicine doctor because, medical nutrition therapy, Nikki can provide you support and accountability, but there are pieces of the puzzle with colostomies that you need dietitians or a doctor to be involved with. So, she's there to help support every step of the way. And it, it sounds like, and from everything I've talked to Nikki about in regards to how she coaches clients, like she really connects with you on a super deep level, and that you can trust her. That she's there to help you every step of the way. On the good days and the bad days, she is there. And I think that's such an important part of CrossFit and what brings the community together. But then also, what keeps you motivated to continue, because you're like, hey, I'm doing this for me, but I have a coach here that's so invested in my success too, to help me every step of the way.
It really does make a difference to have that support. And she's just a great person altogether. So love her to death. So yeah.
That's amazing. Well, obviously nutrition coaching has helped change your life, but let's talk about some of the things. So you were able to get this colostomy reversal the way you wanted, but let's talk about some of the other awesome gains that you've had, or losses for that matter, in regards to nutrition coaching since really diving in July 2019.
I have lost many, many inches. I have lost probably 65 pounds. Haven't reached my goal weight yet, but I do have a goal weight, and I don't think it's out of reach. I've been plateauing for a little while, but in that period of time, I have gone from a size 26 to a size 14, 16. I'm leaning closer to the 16, but I'm going to say 14 because it just sounds better.
I mean, that's half of your, goodness, 12 sizes. That's
12 sizes.
Huge. That's amazing.
I have given so many clothes away to Goodwill, and I'm still finding things that that have been put away in my closet that I do not want to go back to. And the transition along the way has been, okay, I'd have to keep buying sizes smaller and smaller. And, and that's probably why I feel like I'm giving away so much, is because I am transitioning, and it's been fast, I think. I definitely haven't put this weight on in the short period of time that I've lost it, and I know it's going to take a while. One of the quotes that Nikki always says is, it's a marathon and not a sprint. And to me, this is the marathon of my life. It is what I'm going to have to do to continue to my life in the way that I want to, and being happy. I'm a 48-year-old woman with 6 grandbabies. I married a man with 2 sons, and I have 6 grandkids because of those kids. And doggone it, blessed for sure. Have to keep up. There's no way I'd be able to do what I can do with them now if I hadn't been doing this.
Wow. Well, it sounds like you have a lot of activity going on up in Jacksonville area to keep up with those grandkids. And, I think you've done amazing job really changing the mindset. You said at the beginning, I tried so many different diets, Weight Watchers, all these different things. And now we're shifting to, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And this is for my life. I'm in the marathon of my life. And I think that's such an important mindset shift that so many people who don't see long-term results haven't gotten there yet. Because if you go on a challenge or you do a diet, there's an end date and you are not on a diet, we're really changing your lifestyle to achieve the results we're looking to achieve. So we've lost all of this weight. We've lost these inches. We're seeing, really great results. I want to talk about some non-scale victories that you might not have even thought would happen because of losing 12 clothes sizes and over 65 pounds.
Okay. Let's see. Wow. I can step to a 16-inch box. Doggone it. That's a victory. Years ago, I was with some friends, and she wanted me to get in her boat. I couldn't step up on the step to get into this boat. Doggone it. I could do that now. I could do that today. I could stand up in a chair and get something off of a high shelf. That's big PR right there. That's a personal record. It is. And I feel confident. I'm doing things that I didn't know I could do. I'm learning more about my body. I'm learning more about the things that you put in your mouth that will affect or impact how you feel within hours. Sugar, I love it. I think everybody loves it. But it will cause inflammation. And I'm really sensitive to different foods, but that's one thing that I've become more aware of. I don't not eat sugar. I have treats all the time, but I do have a sense of what it means to eat in moderation, as my dad would say, or portion control, one of the other things that I've learned to do is to not buy things that I know that I'm going to have a fit or binge on. Just get it out of the house, make sure I don't have it in the house. If somebody brings it over, I say goodbye to it really quickly. And I'm okay with letting it go, whether it be in the garbage or to somebody else's house. Those are the types of things that I grew up from the mentality of you have to finish everything on your plate and don't be wasteful. And some of the things that you have around you and the influences that you have, the commercialization of different foods, the things that you will see in the grocery store, and that looks really inviting. It's not always the best. So I've learned to check labels. I've learned to try and stick with more healthy, stay on the outside perimeter of the grocery store. It's a big deal. It really is a big deal. You can get caught. Somebody else referred to it as in the jail. Don't get caught in the jail at the grocery store. The healthier options are on the outside of the grocery stores typically. So, be okay with cooking. It's not that difficult to roast a vegetable. It really isn't. So
it took me forever to jump on the roasted veggie train, but they're so good. If you're listening to this podcast and you have never had roasted vegetables, I'm going to link in the show notes a couple awesome recipes, one in the air fryer, one in the oven for roasted vegetables that you have to try. Roasted vegetables are just a great way to have crunchy texture. So many bright spots. I'm thinking back on probably how you felt trying to get into that boat and how you feel now, probably climbing up on that chair, getting something on the top shelf. Like, man, this is nothing. The impact of the hard work that you've put in to really change your lifestyle has changed the entire trajectory of your life.
Another milestone is that in July February of 2020. That was the last time I went to the chiropractor. I was going to the chiropractor 3 times a month, 3 or 4 times a month, depending on how I felt. And I don't know what triggered in my body, whether it was just the additional fitness or just getting to a point where I was healing from the surgeries. And all I know is I haven't been to the chiropractor since February of 2020. I don't know. I can't attribute it to nutrition, and I can definitely attribute it to working out and the fitness programs that I've been doing. I also have a tendency to overdo it, and the encouragement and the people that I'm around at the gym and the trainers. They all know that, just to watch everyone's limits. But they look out for me too. So I have to look out for myself, and then they look out for me. So it's just a really great place to be. I'm in a great place in my life right now. So, a lot of good things, a lot of things going on.
That's amazing. Most people don't even understand how their body's designed to feel or even connect the dots of like, hey, all this sugar is causing me not to be able to sleep as well. It's causing me inflammation, which is causing me pain, which is causing me to go to the chiropractor often or just be in chronic pain. And no one wants that. No one wants to live like that. So you made the hard decisions, the hard work. And the cool thing is you've given some tips and some things that you've done to really help transform your nutrition throughout this podcast already. You talked about the plate method, the super simple way to make a plate that's half vegetables, quarter protein, quarter starch. You're not cutting out food groups. We're having a balance. You're not depriving yourself of anything. If you want a treat, have it, then move on. Let's not overindulge in sugar and then have this vicious cycle of feeling guilty and then going back and this negative relationship with food that we don't need. But it really came down to taking those habits, creating that healthy lifestyle one step at a time with Nikki's help. Talk to me about how Nikki has helped you on your journey.
Oh, she is encouraging. She is straight to the point. She does not hold back. She will tell me when I need to revisit my food plan. I have gone through several iterations and changes. We started doing macronutrients. I think it was in January of 2020. And going down that path, we've increased the number of protein, calories, fat, and carbs, because those are the four things that we focus on. We've increased them and decreased them. And we're trying now to get them so that they will, so that I will meet my protein and not go over my calories. We use Price is Right rules on the calories. You cannot go over on your calories. But every day I text Nikki a screenshot of what my plan was for the day and where I'm at the end of the day. And she'll either text me back that with the words of advice, like, maybe you should try and do a little bit better. But for the most part, because I have her as an accountability partner, I try my best to meet that goal every day. I'm not perfect. I have gone outside of that goal. I had a treat day on Sunday, and she said, you know what, tomorrow, hit your protein, don't go over your calories, and we're all good. So having that person there to be help me with my accountability really does help.
Absolutely. I think most people underestimate the value of having a coach and the difference between having a coach and looking up a meal plan online and trying to follow it. Because the true value in nutrition coaching comes from the relationship that you have with Nikki and that accountability that she provides you every step of the way.
Yeah. And, one of the other big things is with me now is that I have to realize that I have to want this in order for it to work. And if I don't want it, then what's the point? And I really don't want to lose any more momentum since I have gained so much from the actual experiences and the knowledge and the expertise that I've have since I started this journey.
I love that. Well, you've built so much momentum and you're seeing those successes, and those successes lead to more momentum and more changes. So it's this exciting journey that you're on of seeing and really transforming your health and your life. What is one thing that you would say to someone who is where you were 65 pounds ago into 2018, like struggling to step on that boat because it's just life and moving and just everything is a little bit tougher?
Start now. That is the best advice I can give you. Start now. Don't put it off. Procrastination on your health is probably one of the worst things you can do. I say, if it's on your mind and it's weighing on your mind and you don't think you can do it, you're only lying to yourself. You have to want to do it in order for it to be done. Don't give up. Just keep trying at it.
Absolutely. Starting today, I think you have to, going back to what you said a few minutes ago, like, I have to want this. And if you truly want this, figuring out, why do you want this? What do you really want? And then figuring out who's going to help you get there. I mean, you had your husband, you had your son, you had, Nikki, you had a team, a support team, plus the community at Graham Strength and Conditioning helping you guys, helping you on your journey. So many people where you were feel like they have to do it alone, and you don't have to do it alone.
You don't. You don't. Everybody's got somebody out there that's their level, it gives them encouragement. But you just have to know that that person is there for them, and they also will be that support person for you. You just have to go out and find them if you don't have somebody like that, or you just need to change who you are around. I guess. I mean, it's out there. There are people out there that can help you. I know Graham Strength and Conditioning has so many people that are just positive influences on me, my family, the connections that we've made, the people that we've met are wonderful. It's truly a family. It really is.
I love that. I love that. Any final thoughts? Sharing any final inspirational thoughts to someone listening to this podcast that is back where you were in 2018.
Oof. Yeah. If you could see me now, a lot of people. I've been posting a little bit of information on when we have our little challenges and our fittest competitions on Facebook and Instagram. I actually have those accounts, but I don't post to them very often. So when I do see them out there, I do see those people out there. They are all shocked and surprised to see where I'm at in my journey. And just, for those that are wanting to start that journey, just don't give up on yourself. If you have a setback, just get right back on it and go for it. Just do what you can. And then just try to not lose your momentum. We had an opportunity last year during the shutdowns and everything to not go to the gym. Well, our gym had Zoom classes every day, and I participated every day. And I've heard and seen so many people that have talked about gaining weight and losing momentum because of that. But you can't let things get you down like that. You just have to keep on with what your goal is and remember what it is that you want out of your life.
I love that. And you have an amazing life to live. You're only 48 years old. You have
48.
grandkids that you have to keep up with, and so many amazing things ahead of you. And now you're on your journey to becoming the healthiest version of yourself. And I know I'm excited to hear your progress, continued progress through Nikki. And thank you for coming on the Nutrition Made Simple podcast and sharing your story. I know that it's going to inspire so many people to take action and stop procrastinating. And hopefully it causes one person to change their mindset to really understanding that it's a marathon, not a sprint. And you are on the marathon of your life.
That's it. Thank you, Nicole.
I hope you enjoyed that episode with Karyne Lyon. Man, what a transformation. Not only with changing her eating habits, but her strength, her confidence, her ability to just day-to-day tasks is so different now than back in 2019, 2018. Imagine if she didn't take action. Likely the surgery that she had to have, that reversal, would not have gone the same way. She even mentioned, I don't know that I would be the same person I am today or even be here if I didn't truly change my lifestyle. I'm just so proud of her, and I'm proud that she took that first giant step to ask for help. I think so many people feel embarrassed or, the lack of confidence that makes you feel stuck and you don't want to ask for help. But the truth is you can't do it alone. And the real magic happens when you pair fitness, nutrition, and most importantly, accountability and support. And that's why we structure our program at Healthy Steps Nutrition that exact way for our local clients. They come in for nutrition, fitness, and accountability. Going back to the relationship that Nikki and Karyne have, I think it's so incredible. Karyne, I'm sure, has had her ups and downs along the way, but Nikki has been there every step of the way. Karyne mentioned that she was thriving during COVID. She was being so consistent that she didn't miss one Zoom workout. And it's because she knew that her coach was going to be on her. She knew that Nikki was going to be straight up and making sure that she was on track to reach the goals that she wanted to achieve. And now her life is so much different. But the cool thing is she's still going. It's not like it stopped. It's not like she went on a diet and it changed. She said it herself. I'm on the marathon of my life now. And I'm just so, so proud of her. If you are thinking, I need some help, if you are in the Jacksonville area, I highly recommend that you check out Graham Strength and Conditioning. Nikki is absolutely an amazing human being. They have such an incredible community. Every single story that I hear about that gym, goodness, she just does such an incredible job fostering that community of people who are just truly passionate about helping each other, supporting each other on their own journey. And let's face it, as adults, it can be tough to find those people that are actually going to support you. So I highly recommend you check out Nikki's gym if you're in the area. If you are looking for a nutrition coach, if you have that fitness component down pat, but you're like, I am missing nutrition, I am missing accountability, many of the gyms, and we have quite a few independent nutrition coaches that just offer nutrition coaching and accountability to help clients see amazing results. In fact, most of our nutrition clients are nutrition only clients. So they come in and they get help with nutrition first, and then we end up adding them to exercise regimen. And I think sometimes if you are you have quite a bit of weight to lose, just walking and getting started with a nutrition coaching program will really help you see awesome results. So if you are thinking, I need some help, it's time for me to get started, I'm where Karyne was and I need some help, please click the link in the show notes and you can work with one of our HQ nutrition coaches, or you can apply for nutrition coaching at hirenutritioncoach.com and find a nutrition coach near you. One more ask. Please don't forget to subscribe to this podcast so you don't miss another episode and all the awesome free help that we provide every single episode. There's also bonus content if you click at the link in the show notes so you can get access to free downloadable guides and other resources to help you kickstart your journey to becoming the healthiest version of yourself. Have an awesome day.